Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today, what are we doing today? We are doing JJ 3 under 30. And you've seen me 3 times in a row. Wow. I know, I can't believe it. But yes, I'm here for the 3rd time this week. You lucky little things, you. And today, I thought we would make faux envelope pockets. So I've got a bit of ledger paper. I was having a play and I just folded it over and I was like, hold on. And then I backed it on a bit of craft cardstock and only went down the sides, and we have a really cool pocket to go. I know I keep getting it out. I mean, look, isn't that just gorgeous? I love it. I love it. So I thought, let's make some and then we can decorate them. So I have got some pieces of ledger. I believe there is 3 here. There is. I've already cut them. These are measuring 5 by 6. So we're going to get our little scoreboard and I think we'll use this side because the numbers. And then we're just going to score at 1.5 because obviously we want the flap of the faux envelope because this is a pocket as well. So we want it to fold down enough. Let's do them all while we're here, shall we? Save time. Get a little conveyor belt going on. So 1.5. Don't press too hard if you're using vintage papers because I quite like that bottom bit. So I think we'll use this side. There we go. Oh, didn't mean to knock you. So we're going to fold that over and fold that over. We're doing a lot of guesstimating today. Are you shocked? Absolutely not, Toni, we're not. Right, so now we're going to do the faux part. So we're just going to put our ruler down, put our piece of ledger over the top, and it's 5, so we're going to do my kind of measuring. So we've got 1 inch from one end, 1 inch from another end, and then 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. So we're going to just put a little mark at 1.5 inch and 3.5 inches is what we're going to do. And then because this ledger paper's got lines on, it makes it quite simple, but mark down at about 1/4 inch from the fold line. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to join the 2 lines like that. And then just draw a line down. Why can't I see the 2 lines? I don't think I did it properly. Let's just... There we go. A little bit off. Not much. Not much. But we're going to cut all at once. Is what we're going to do. Just because I don't want to do that again. I don't like to measure. There we go. I mean, if you wanted it to look like a real envelope, you could rip it yourself. Right, so before we're going to stitch around the edges and mount it onto craft cardstock, I want to cover this bit. And I'm using the, that's not big enough. I'm using the scraps that we had left over from yesterday's project. So I'm just going to trim that bit off and get my glue stick. I know I'm covering this gorgeous ledger paper, but I need the flap to be heavy. Heavier than the paper anyway, so it closes. There's a method to my madness. So I'm going to make that as easy as possible. And then trim. There we go. And then it looks like that. How cool does that look? It looks so cool. I don't know if... I think I'm going to do one this colour as well. Just to mix it up a bit. Well, we're not mixing it up a bit. It's not like I'm using orange or yellow. Maybe one day. I mean, I will be using orange and yellow in Halloween. Oh, what am I doing? Not bad first go, not bad first go. I know, I made that really difficult on myself, but I really couldn't be bothered to get my trimmer out again. So I thought, just fold it. Just put it on this way and then fold it. And I was sat there the other night. Not the other night, last night. And I was like, do you know what? I make clusters, don't I? And I make like tabs and things like that. Should we do this side on here? Yeah, why not? Use up the paper. Yeah, and I was like, do you know what? I don't make tags. Like, I make all these pockets and things like this. And I don't... Oh, I'm nearly out of glue. I don't actually make anything to go in the pockets. And I was like, Toni, why not? Why not? And I couldn't answer my own question. I don't know. I did not have a clue. So, I reckon we need a video on, like, making some journaling cards and tags and stuff to go inside all the pockets and stuff that I make. Because I sat there and I thought, I do all these things, and then I'm like, you can put this in here and you can put that in there, and I was like, how about we make something to go in there instead of going, you can. I was like, how strange. I've never done that before. I mean, I've made tags and stuff like that, but not nowhere near as much as I make the other stuff. Oh, they're quite cool. I like them. First off, I'm going to quickly, where is it? I'm back in my frayed. I think there's going to be a little bit too much ink on there, but hey ho. I'm back in my frayed burlap. Colour. Because I was using it loads. Right, there is a lot of ink on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that bit of scrap paper there. Where's me brush? Right, I'm going to get me little makeup brush, and I'm just going to, there you go, look. I'm just going to blend. There you go. Can you see that? Look, it's literally just, it's blended in, which is perfect. So I'll show you that again. Look, if you got too much, it might be all right now because it's dried a bit, but put it around the edge like that. Get your brush and then just, I mean, you could just put it on with the brush in the first place, to be honest, but you do get a different effect. And then you get that, like that. So I am just gonna, because this paper's really thin, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to sort of like go like that down the sides. So I'm just going around the edges like that. Love it. And I also thought, use some of your stuff. So I really want to play with some tissue paper today, I think. Hopefully we've got enough time. I mean, the decorating won't take too long because I've got that bit covered. It's literally just putting it together. And this is quite a simple project, to be honest. I mean, you don't have to use ledger paper. You can use anything you want. You can use scrapbook paper. You can use music paper. Literally use whatever you have. I'm just going to do a little bit of... I mean, this one, because it's the music, that would look really cool on some music paper instead of some ledger. So I'm just literally lightly going around the edges. Perfect. And now I'm just going to pop off and do the stitching. My cotton just run out and I really can't be bothered to rethread a bobbin. I need to do that. I need to just rethread a load of bobbins so they're ready to go, because I love stitching, absolutely love stitching, but threading bobbins, absolutely not. So we're just going to put, because it run out just as we got round that corner, so I'm not going to stitch. We've got stitching down one side, and that's absolutely fine with me. So I'm just going to go over that little bit with some of my washi, and that looks really cool. Really, really cool. I think this needs something on the top as well. I think I'm going to use this one. And just sand off the sides. It's all right, because this is my crafting jumper. Yeah, look at those. And then this one, what shall we have on this one? This one's quite neutral, and I really want to use, I'm going to, oh, where shall I go? Where shall I go? Where shall I go? I'm going to go along the bottom again. But above, I'm only putting a bit of glue because it is old paper. So I want it to be adhered down properly. So I'm not even going to bother trying to cut that off because of the stitching. So I'm just going to stick it over, give it a sand, and look at them. Yes, perfect. Right, so now we need some craft cardstock. So let's get a sheet, and I'm hoping we might be able to do this all on one sheet, even though I don't think we will. So I'm just putting some glue down the edge. I'm holding the side that I don't want to glue, because knowing me, I would do that. And then I'm gonna want the teeniest of borders. So I don't even know how many lines on the ruler that is. Two lines on the ruler. And then hold that down. Pull out your strands. And then I think we're going to need another sheet, but that's fine because I have plenty. How are you all, how much fun are you all having painting your own craft cardstock? I absolutely love doing that. Thank you all so much for your wonderful comments. I'm so glad you enjoyed it and you're having fun. What colours have you managed to, because I was very wary of kind of like what colours would work. So yeah, let me know what different colours you used and how they turned out. I'm intrigued. That's going to cut off those strands, but it's okay. I'm literally just lining up the edge of the faux envelope with the clear ruler, maybe even going a little bit past it, and that's just how big the border is. And then we got a packet. Oh, come on now. We haven't got time for this. I'm just gonna stick this back on. Oh, you're a little bit wonky there, mate. Take that bit of glue off. Push that down, and we'll let that, because that came up. I'm going to get my trimmer out, so I'm going to put it back there. Do I want to do you know what? I think I do. I'm going to use the painted cardstock. I don't know if it will work. But it's worth a try. This is what's going to be tricky. Is I loved the acrylic paint effect, but it loves to curl up the paper. Right, there we go. That should be a little bit easier to manage. Let's put a little bit, just a little bit of a border. And this should stop it from curling up anyway. So let's get a big block and just put that on there. And then we'll trim this one down while that one's drying. So I don't want to cut those strands off. A little bit too big. Perfect. And then in the minute we've got 2 pockets. Let's cut some of this off so it's got more chance of not curling. Goodness, I love it. Yes. I love it. And then we're just gonna look at that. Look at that. Can you see that little bit of, I don't know if you can see it. Please tell me you can see it. There we go, look. Oh, look at that. Delicious. I'll just go round it. And now Let's decorate. Right, so where have I put them? They're here. I do want to put a tab on. You're like, really? Oh, no. Yes. Let's tip those out. What are they? See, I got this. I made this shape one, look. I just literally just used my punch and a bit of scrap paper that I had laying around. I do kind of want to... Actually, I quite like this. Off the side like that. I do like that off the side. But first off, I want to use some tissue paper. Now, I've already got 2 bits out that I want to use, and I'm just using the collage paper Archives is what I'm using. So I think on this one, I'm going to use this bit here, and I'm just going to get my, where is it? Well, I was just going to get my little water brush and just rip it, but I can't find it, so I'm not. And I've got my Distress Collage Medium. And I'm very aware that this is upside down, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And then, oh, should we put it even over the washi tape? Oh, that's going to look so cool when that shows through. And then we've got, look at that, love it. Right, so let's put that one up to dry. And then we've got this one. I do want this there. No, I don't think we do. So I'm just gonna... Let me put my paintbrush down because it was in my mouth. And I was starting to dribble. I don't know where my water pens are. So I'm just gonna run some water down there. And then I'm just gonna take my nail and just pull it off, because I find this is so much easier. When you just want a little bit off the side, just wet it. And instead of fiddling with it, trying to pull it off, I just rip it off like that. Oh, I'm chucking stuff about. I mean, that bit's a bit bigger, so you can just rip it like that. Right, so let's put some collage medium down. Get off, sneaky bristle. And then again, I'm going to go over the washi. And this is the perfect opportunity to like crimple it up if you want to, like that. I do love some creases in my tissue paper. I mean, look at that. Oh, it's just you can stamp on them. If you haven't got tissue paper, then yeah, you definitely can stamp on them. Do you know what? I think I'm just going to put this little bit down here. Oh, that's a bit too much. Put it over this writing. Get off, Mr. Bristle. I mean, because I do think that looks cool. And we've got a little bit of writing there as well. see if we've got just a quick grabbable piece. That looks quite cool. Could put that on there. Oh no, this one, because I mean this one is like my favourite stamp. I think it's off of the Professor. And then we can keep that bit for another project. And I'm not going to want it all. Let's take off down there. And then maybe there. There we go. Because we've only got a little bit here again, like I said. Just take it off with your finger. Sorry, I've got the brush in my mouth again. I've got nowhere else to hold it, and it's still got wet collage medium on it. So I didn't want to put it down on my mat. And then let's just lay that there. And then look at that. Perfect. Oh, love it. Love it. I always forget about my tissue paper. Always. I've got my mat out. So I quickly just want to do some splodging on these. So I'm just going to, just like that. I might put some on the tab. And this is just the frayed burlap. Perfect. I think this one might need some more. There we go. Right, so I'm just going to give those a quick dry. Oh my goodness. I mean, the pink off the ledger paper is, the lines are proper going woo woo. But I kind of like that little pop of colour. I'm not going to lie. Right, so where do I want this one? I kind of like it on there, but I think the other side. Or do I want it on the top? Yeah, I think I'm going to do it like that. And it's fine because I know you're thinking, Toni, you've literally just glued over the flap. That's fine. They're faux envelopes. They're not supposed to look open or anything. They've got no function. But can you see how you have got this little bit here that's curling up? So it does still look like it could be an envelope. Winning. Winning. What about this one? Nope. Maybe. Kind of like that one on there. I do kind of like that one on there. I do kind of like that one on there though, so I'm going to put that one on there. I'm nearly out of these. But I just like them so much. I just think they just like add a little va-va-voom. I think that one on there. Yeah, they just add like a little something to your project. And that's only a dinky one on there. I think that one's too small. Yeah. Or is that too light? No. Yeah, so if anything, these are quite functional because they hold the envelope tab down, which, like I said, has no function but to look pretty. Right, so now, do I want to decorate them? Because we're putting them in the journal. Shall I wait? That is the question. No, I'm not. I'm going to use these. My fabric butterflies. Because I just put that on there and I just love it. This is going to be a very butterfly orientated journal. Do we not think? I do, but I love them. I do like that on there. I just didn't want to cover up that. Get off. We could put that one up there. Oh, maybe instead of that, maybe we could use one of the others. See, that would have gone nice on there, look, and on there. I don't think I've got many of these left, but it's good because then our project, our journal is going to look like really cohesive. I've just found this and I'm thinking of having that coming out the bottom. This is one of the, in Must Make March, I did a masterboard and I cut loads of banners, labels, tickets, tags, and I just pull them out every now and then. I still want some of that grunge, but I want this coming off the bottom. Oh, I love that. And then maybe we could use one of the smaller ones. I don't know. I do like that. I do like that. Maybe that. What about that? I like that. That's what we're going with. Oh my goodness. See, this is one of the clusters that I made out of in Must Make March as well. So yeah, if anything I'm using, go back and check out my playlists. Because I do love to make a lot of pre-made ephemera. As you well know, for this reason. So I did pull out just a couple of bits. I do like that little, I just had some scraps of fabric and I just run them through my sewing machine. do kind of like that on there. Oh no, I like it there. So maybe there with a craft label underneath. No, that. Oh! Do you know what the hardest part of these, of this 3 in 30 challenge has been? It's the auditioning the stuff. Like, you've got to be so quick thinking about what you're going to use. You can't sit there and like have a proper in-depth word with yourself about what you want to put on your project. You're gonna be like, no, that. I do like that though. That is cool. And I think that one's done. So let's put a couple more bits on here. I do like this one. Yeah, let's put that there. Yeah, it's not been able to audition the stuff. Oh, and the waffling, of course. Because we're all allowed to waffle. There's nothing wrong with a bit of waffling. Let's put this just coming out of there. I think that will do on there. I don't know, do I just want to... I'm just going to put... Or do I want this side to go? Yeah, I'm going to have that side because then that ties in the washi tape. So I'm just going to put this here in the corner because we've still got the cool paper in the background. And then... Where's me dobber? Just go around the outside. And then put that there. I had just finished. I did the outro. Looked up. And my phone rang. And knocked my video off. So I don't even know where the video stopped. I'm afraid. I haven't got a clue. But yeah. My bad. My bad. I need to start putting my phone on airplane mode. That's what I need to start doing. But they are finished and I love them. Oh, they're so cool. They're so, so cool. So we've got this one and it's the pocket in the background. And then this one is also a pocket. And then this one is also a pocket. So I'm gonna get a different one because I'm always pulling out the same one. But I mean, look, even something like on the front of the signature, I mean, that just looks awesome. Or even on there, or even on the music page. Oh, that's going on there. That was made for that. That was absolutely made for that. And then that could go down the bottom there. And then you've got a nice pocket on your page. Ah, I love this. I absolutely love this. I hope you give this a go. If you do, don't forget to tag me on social media, and don't forget to follow the hashtag and follow what everybody's doing. There's some really, really cool makes out there. I need to catch up with everybody's makes. So yeah, I am sharing on Instagram. I need to catch up on YouTube. So I think when I go to bed tonight, I'm going to get all snugglebug in a rug, and then I'm going to follow the hashtag and have a look at everybody's videos. I've watched a couple, but yeah, I'm a little bit behind, I'm afraid, but 3 videos this week. I've been a busy bee. So thank you everybody for being here. All my socials in the description box, or they're at the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload. And I will see you on Friday. Happy crafting, everybody, and take care. Bye.